So, as I'm sure everybody is aware by now, last week we had a federal panel of judges rule that Texas cannot use their new gerrymandered district map that was supposed to give them like 10 extra seats they were going to steal from the Democrats, because the court ruled, the appellate court, and upheld the lower court's ruling that, this is an illegal racial gerrymander based on the evidence that we see here. You can't do it. The map cannot stand. So, Texas back to the drawing board, right? Well, not exactly, because Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton announced immediately after this ruling that he's going to petition the Supreme Court to put a stay on that court's ruling, and then, of course, appeal it to the Supreme Court. So he immediately wants the stay, and then he wants the court to officially uphold it. Problem is, those maps technically have not been used yet. So to put a stay on a ruling that says you can't change, you have to keep it the way they are. Even with this conservative Supreme Court, I don't know that is something they would even consider doing, again, due to the fact that the maps haven't actually been used yet. And so if we stay the ruling that says we can't use them, then we still have to change, but there's a chance we then have to change them back. So that's a little wishy-washy. I don't think they're going to do that. Will they uphold the map? Probably. I'm not going to lie to you. I think this Supreme Court will absolutely uphold that gerrymandered map. But then that's going to set the precedent that will, of course, allow other blue states to have their maps upheld as well. But assuming the Supreme Court does not say Texas can use the illegally racially gerrymandered maps, then Texas Republicans have a very real problem on their hands, because going back to the old maps means that Republicans may actually lose seats in next year's midterms. In fact, there are two specific districts. There is the 34th district and the 15th district in Texas that are no longer considered safe Republican strongholds. Over the years, they have been turning a little bit more purple-ish, not necessarily blue, but definitely not solid red. And based on polling data, based on voter sentiment, these districts could flip. So Republicans who thought for sure just a month ago we're going to pick up 10 seats, they're now crapping their pants collectively thinking, oh God, we're probably going to lose seats now.